Hard work? That's a given. If you're not ready for the job, you don't get the job. In fact, why don't you just go get me a cup of coffee and I'll do it myself. Because the price of admission to this gig is sweat. That's our attitude at Freightliner. We build tough-as-nails trucks that work hard, dependable trucks that show up every day and don't whine or complain. Because we know you've got a business to run, deadlines to meet, and profits to make. Working hard gets you halfway there. Working smart puts you over the top. Freightliner. Work smart.
From the beginning, the Freightliner Cascadia has been engineered for ultimate efficiency. With an initial investment of over $1.5 billion in the Cascadia and HDEP engine programs, Daimler Trucks North America made a powerful commitment to developing a completely new platform that would impact the industry well into the future. In 2007, our aerodynamic design included an optimally sloped hood and windshield, rivetless construction, and full wheel-to-wheel chassis side fairings. Paired with the new Detroit DD15 engine, the Cascadia was optimized to increase operating efficiencies. Then in 2010, we took another giant leap forward when Detroit implemented the Daimler BlueTech Selective Catalytic Reduction System, one of the world's most fuel-efficient emissions control technologies. To further improve aerodynamic efficiency, we added a front bumper closure, side skirts, and a roof deflector. The results led to up to an astounding 5% improvement in fuel economy over the 2007 model. Today, we are proud to introduce the 2014 Cascadia Evolution. Powered by the newly designed Detroit DD15 engine, it delivers up to an additional 7% improvement in fuel economy over the 2010 model. In the Cascadia Evolution, we've made significant strides in aerodynamics, utilizing a bumper air dam, bumper closures, a hood-to-bumper fill, cooling enhancements, improved windshield seal, and an integrated antenna. We've also included rear wheel covers, enhanced chassis side fairings, 20-inch side extenders, and elliptical-shaped mirrors. Under the hood, you'll find an enhanced Detroit DD15 engine featuring a proprietary asymmetric turbocharger with a next-generation ACRS fuel system, monitored by the Detroit Virtual Technician System. To bring you the most efficient Freightliner on the road today, we've put the Cascadia Evolution through thousands of testing hours in Daimler's exclusive wind tunnel and on highways throughout North America. And as we head into the future, we will continue to lead the industry by building the most innovative, fuel-efficient trucks on the road. Our goal is to provide customers with the lowest cost of ownership.
Customers are starting to look at CNG technology for its economics rather than just the green aspect. We wanted to prove that you can run coast to coast purely on natural gas using public filling infrastructure.
No one's ever really tried it before, driving a compressed natural gas truck across the country.
Well, I'm very interested in the CNG product and how it's going to fit in our industry, so I think this is an interesting tour to see how it is going to work going cross-country.
We started the tour in Long Beach, California. We headed over to Phoenix on Interstate 10 and then up I-17 and then over I-40 across the country and then up to DC.
The truck that we're driving this tour, it's a Cascadia 113 day cab. It has the Cummins Westport ISX-12 compressed natural gas engine. The horsepower is actually 400 horsepower and 1,450 foot-pounds of torque. And that's important because with the ISX-12 gas, now we have enough horsepower that we can actually do this cross-country tour and have the power and efficiency we need to make it from coast to coast.
The payload that we're hauling is recyclable cardboard bales, and we're at about 68,000 GVW.
On this truck, we have actually 155 diesel gallon equivalent of fuel on board, and that will get us anywhere from 600 to 700 miles, so we have pretty good range.
The main advantages of CNG technology, it's really about the price of the fuel. When you have price of fuel that's less than half of what diesel costs, it makes a very compelling case to a customer.
On the CNG tour, obviously, we're keeping track of our fuel costs, whether it's what we're paying per gallon or what the truck is actually getting for fuel economy. We're looking at fuel economy is we're within about 10% of what diesel fuel economy would be. And with the price of the fuel being so much less than diesel fuel, that's where we know the real advantages are going forward.
The engine's quiet. The fact that you can go from coast to coast using CNG is exciting, because one of the issues that obviously we and other companies are looking at is the infrastructure issue, making sure there's enough places to fuel to be able to utilize this type of fuel across the board with our fleet. So the fact that that infrastructure is being developed is very exciting to us.
This is a very viable engineering solution for our customers.
Very smooth ride, very quiet ride with a natural gas engine, very comfortable.
It's a game changer for our business, being able to drive a compressed natural gas truck from Long Beach into DC. We really wanted to show that this engine is capable of hauling that kind of load from coast to coast.
I think the advantages of using CNG obviously is to help the environment. And when I've done the internal rate of return purchasing a truck with CNG engine, financially it makes sense to do that.
We have an abundant supply of natural gas here in the U.S., and this is an opportunity to tap into that fuel source and limit our need for foreign oil.
The CNG Tour was another great way just to show the innovation that Freightliner has always had in this business. This year is our 70th anniversary of innovation. We'll always have our customers in mind because it's very important to us that our customers have the ability to run smart.
With this particular Cascadia, I've had zero downtime. It's made for a professional driver to make some money with.
The ride the Cascadia gives me is the difference between a Volkswagen and a Cadillac. The power that the Detroit has in the Cascadia is remarkable. Once you set the cruise on it, you can come across the state and never touch the transmission. That's a big plus in what we do.
Nice put together truck, they're very tight, you know, so there's very little vibration. And it's a nice comfortable ride no matter what sort of road you're on, compared to some other trucks that would rattle your teeth out. You know, these are nice and quiet.
It's got great horsepower, great performance. I get excellent fuel miles. There's very little maintenance done to the motor. It's there, it's reliable, it's durable. So that means as an owner-operator, I'm able to put more money in my pocket.
Cascadia is the best truck I've ever driven.
The Cascadia with the Detroit Diesel DD15 is a powerful engine, a reliable engine. The economy is amazing. A fantastic truck for an owner-operator because you're getting great fuel mileage. By far and away the best Freightliner and the best Detroit I've ever had the privilege of operating.
The gauges are well lit. Everything's within an arm's reach. You're not moving all over the seat to reach anything. There's plenty of room between the seats for walkway back into the bunk. The bunk itself has plenty of closet and cupboard space.
A good truck that's dependable and rides smooth is just as important as the pay. Everybody wants to upgrade to a Cascadia.
Because of the ride it has, the fuel economy, it has the quietness, it has the power that the motor has. It's not comparable to anything else that I've driven. The Cascadia is a far better choice.
Freightliner is committed to service all across the United States. I wouldn't drive anything else but a Freightliner. Never even thought second about driving anything but a Freightliner.
There are many pressures a professional driver faces in the transportation industry today. Increasing fuel prices, maintenance costs, budgeting and taxes, and staying healthy on the road. Being successful in the trucking business is harder now than ever before. Team Run Smart is a new interactive community for all truckers who mean business. It's where you can turn for expertise to drive success from fellow truckers and dedicated industry pros. The online community is built for 4 main pillars of content, including Truck Smart, Fuel Smart, Business Smart, and Health Smart. The open format of Team Run Smart creates a social network where drivers of all brands of trucks can interact with and learn from each other, as well as have immediate access to a wealth of industry resources.
How can I get one total place to get a total solution? You know, where can I get that information so that I can go out there and be effective and efficient in my daily lifestyle? You know, there's many other aspects of this industry that we need to help provide to these men and women out there to help them keep running and running smart.
If you're looking for the knowledge and resources to drive your business forward, then join Team Run Smart today. You don't have to own a Freightliner. You don't even have to be a driver to join. Come explore, learn business tips, and get advice from the pros on how you can have success for the long haul. Join Team Run Smart today.
Hi, I'm Matt Hagan, your 2011 Fuel Funny Car Champion.
Matt Hagan driving, and Matt Hagan is your 2011 Funny Car Champion of the world.
Here at Schumacher Racing, we pride ourselves on being the best. That's why only our cars and equipment travel in the best, Freightliner trucks.
John Force Racing's partnership with Freightliner is as good as it gets.
Oh, she gets a win!
The Freightliner Cascadia has the same things we look for in our race cars: reliability, power, and handling.
Here we go.
We rely on Freightliner to get our cars and equipment to the track each and every race.
And that's why we won't trust any equipment but Freightliner to get us to the races.
The Freightliner Cascadia is the official hauler for our road show.
From event to event, I just love the comfortable, quiet cab and smooth, easy ride.
We rely on Freightliner trucks and Detroit diesel power to move our race car trailers and equipment safely and effectively.
The trucks handle the load with ease, and I know my drivers will show up on time every time.
Nothing hauls like a Freightliner.
Select Certified isn't just a slogan we slap onto our trucks. It's a hard-earned badge of honor. Hands down, Select Certified is the most comprehensive pre-owned truck certification in the industry. See what it takes to earn the Select Certified badge as we put this used truck through the paces. We offer premium top-quality used trucks known for fuel efficiency, durability, and ease of maintenance. Select Certified trucks primarily come from the largest and most successful mega fleets in North America. Every truck has been spec'd for optimum fleet performance and field tested for proven reliability. These fleets have major maintenance programs and make it a priority to keep their trucks in top condition. From bumper to back and top to bottom, we raise the quality standard. Backed by our respected reputation, each quality used truck is put through the industry's most grueling 148-point inspection process. From cab to chassis, electronics to air system, bumper to brakes, transmission to powertrain, all issues are identified and repaired or replaced to OEM standards by factory-trained Freightliner technicians. These multiple inspections ensure that every part and system is checked and rechecked for performance and safety, saving you time and money, giving you peace of mind. With Select Certified, it's easy to see the details make the difference. Through our comprehensive certification process, all fluids and filters are changed in the engine, transmission, and rear differentials. All of our trucks are DOT inspected, and the Select Certified process ensures that your used truck is in top condition, from bumper to tail lights and everything in between. And we don't stop there. Each Select Certified truck undergoes 20+ hours of reconditioning and detailing inside and out. Interior reconditioning and detailing includes extensive steam cleaning, seat overhaul, dash and door panel repair, replacement of all HVAC filters, a new safety kit, fire extinguisher, a new mattress, and much more. Exterior attention includes complete polishing, buffing, degreasing, and painting. The windshield glass is repaired, all lights are made functional, and hub and lug nut covers are installed on all wheels. So your truck not only runs like new, but also looks the part. We earn your trust by learning about your business and finding out what the right used truck means to you. No high-pressure sales tactics, no hidden costs or confusing terms. Just straight talk and a genuine interest in your business needs. Each Select Certified truck comes standard with 12 months 100,000-mile warranty coverage with no deductible and no maximums. From there, you can upgrade all the way to 36 months 300,000-mile coverage. Our 60-day buyer's assurance gives you 60 days to drive your Select Certified truck under a full load to see if anything is wrong. If something is wrong and it's a covered component, it's covered at 100%. That's no prorate, no deductible, and no per incident cap cost. We stand behind the vehicles we sell. We're so confident and committed to your satisfaction, we're offering the best guarantee available. If for any reason you're not happy with your Select Certified truck, bring it back within 30 days of purchase and we'll replace it with another truck. That's right, we'll exchange your truck. Compared to other used trucks, the Select Certified advantage isn't just unequal, it's almost unfair. We deliver best-in-class quality and total customer satisfaction. That's why when you buy a Select Certified truck, you're not just buying a truck, you're making a smart investment. An investment that comes with a badge of honor. Experience Select Certified for yourself. Visit your local Select Truck Center.
and wheezing, funny little feeling. Lick it dry, wonder just who am I? Prison morning, teenage boy, transvestite with high heels on. Hey, where is my life gone? Ain't done anything I want. According to my list, I still got so many musicians to kill. Will kill until I fill my landfill full of bodies standing still. Got a funny little feeling. My arms are shaking like a lightning rod, yeah. I can fall right through the ceiling. Let's see my teeth until the feeling's gone, yeah. I got a funny little feeling. My arms are shaking like a lightning rod, yeah. I cannonball right through the ceiling and sink my teeth until the feeling's gone, yeah. I got a funny little feeling. My arms are shaking like a lightning rod, yeah. I cannonball right through the ceiling and sink my teeth until the feeling's gone, yeah.
You just saved that old lady's life. If I hadn't pushed her out of the way, she would have died.
Superhero movie.
We have long loggers, short loggers, anywhere from tree length down to 16 footers.
We haul equipment, aggregates, liquid asphalt, and for hire carrier for equipment.
I haul long poles, 90 feet or longer.
We're basically a construction company plus a low bed outfit, graveling. Pretty much anything you want to do, we can do it. Our company is Twin Rivers Developments. We haul BC, Alberta, a little bit up in the Yukon. And here in BC, you can expect just about anything from rain, snow, sleet, black ice. Our GVW, well, I don't know, our range is anywhere between 50 ton and 64 ton. My senior driver, Daryl, he averages 160,000 K a year. And for quite a bit of bush work, that's quite a few miles.
We run a K-line hydraulic low bed, moving anywhere from wheel loaders to excavators to logging equipment around in the bush, and the 122 SD handles it very well. We run a DD16 600 Detroit. It's got a lot of lugging power, a lot of bottom end, and just makes it nice for pulling the big machines around the bush.
Oh, reliability is a big factor in my business, especially for my bush guys. I mean, I can't have them out there broken down at 25 below weather.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad that I got the 122 SD to do my job. It is the best truck I've ever driven.
I've been in the trucking business for 19 years. I haul long poles, 90 feet or longer, and I needed a compact cab with lots of room, and the Freightliner had the nicest sleeper and layout for that. On the back of my truck I have a log lift loader and a Arctic Tridem trailer. My daily runs it varies, but most of the time I'm putting in 12 to 13 hours of driving time. The most important thing I'm looking for is the service you get and good fuel mileage and low maintenance costs. The must-have features that I spec'd on this truck were Dura-Brite wheels all the way around, big fuel tanks. I can pack 1,200 liters of fuel. I ordered this truck with heated leather seats, so that's a really nice option. The other comforts, I like the fact that the foot pedals hang from the dash instead of come up through the floor, so it's easy to clean in behind them. And the sleeper, I needed a sleeper really bad for this job, so that was the big turning factor for me, was the nice compact
cab with lots of storage space.
On highway loads, we haul 63,500 as a gross vehicle weight. On off-highway loads, we pack 54,000 kilogram payload. We make sure that they hold 600 plus liters of fuel so that we can get through a day without running out, of course. We spec them with 1850 torque engines so that we have the power to pull the hills. The location where we're at here today, the grades on this road are 20 to 22%. We have a hard time keeping drivers in our business, so we need a truck that they want to get into and go to work with.
When I'm driving a truck, I look for comfort in the cab, just ease and access to what I need to operate in the truck. Good visibility, just seems to fit me very well. I enjoy driving it.
The 122 SD's been very reliable for us. Out of the 10 trucks I have, I've maybe lost 3 days this summer due to downtime. To do the job that we do, we need a rugged truck that can stand up to rough bush roads, deal with steep terrain, lots of horsepower to get up tough grades, and the 122 SD does an excellent job.
Right now we have 150 Freightliners, all the way from little 106s right up to the 122 SD and just about every model in between. The typical loads we haul with the tandems, the gross weight is 24,000 kgs, and then we haul all the way up to 70,000, 80,000 kgs with the heavy equipment.
One of the most important things to me as a driver is to have a stable truck underneath you.
There's no body roll when you go into corners, and they're a real sure-footed truck. They're just phenomenal power out of these Detroit DD15 Blue Tech engines. You can't get a quieter truck. I would have to say my absolute favorite feature in this truck would be the interior of the cab. They've made them a real driver-friendly truck. They've give us big front windshield, they've give us big side windows. The remote mirrors are a phenomenal thing in our industry because of the fact that when we're jackknifing our trailers, we can move that mirror out so we can see where that trailer is going. At border paving, well, we're rolling billboards driving down the road, so it's important that our trucks look good. It's part of our advertising, and I just love the trucks.
A lot of dealers, you're a number in line.
If you don't have an ongoing program to improve what you're doing, then the new guys just keep falling further and further behind.
Communicating together, no matter where you're at, you're going to get the same satisfaction and work accomplished on your trucks and the same customer satisfaction.
It gets the truck up and running quicker and faster.
In the trucking business, you have to work hard to stay competitive and keep your business thriving. And you need a dealer network that works just as hard to give you responsive service and parts support, comfortable amenities, and a better overall customer experience. That's the mission behind Elite Support, a network of Freightliner and Western Star dealers who are committed to continuously improving customer service by providing a rapid diagnosis, consistent communication, robust parts availability, and quality repairs. Everything you need to keep your trucks on the road. A key element of Elite Support is Express Assessment, which is a diagnostic process that ensures you get an estimate of severity, downtime, parts needs, and cost within 2 hours of initial service write-up.
Oh, it's going to help me know what, like I said, what to do next. Know if I'm going to have to truck down for the next 3 days or if it's going to be tomorrow, and what I might have to do to bring another truck in to haul the loads to satisfy the customers.
Like I say, time's money. They get them in, get them out, and back on the road.
Elite Support certified dealers know that to stay productive, you need to stay informed on the status of repairs, parts orders, and other issues that affect your operation. so they strive to provide you with open, timely, and honest communication throughout your dealership experience.
We need to take care of the driver, we need to take care of the load, we need to answer the customer. You have to know what's going on at all times.
If you think Elite Support is just about service, think again. A well-stocked parts inventory and close cooperation with the service department means you'll have the parts you need to get back on the road. Elite Support certified dealers also give drivers clean, comfortable facilities and complimentary amenities, like fresh coffee and free Wi-Fi to use while their truck is being serviced, ensuring they are ready to go when their truck is ready for the road. Each Elite Support certified dealer designates a continuous improvement coordinator who receives specialized training on improving dealership processes to enhance your experience. Elite Support isn't just a slogan, it's an unwavering dedication to enhancing customer service. Dealers must meet 127 specific criteria across 19 customer experience areas to become Elite Support certified. The bottom line for you is consistently exceptional service and support across the growing Elite Support network. You need comprehensive support to stay competitive. You deserve an exceptional experience that keeps you productive. Visit an Elite Support certified dealer to experience the difference.
When one of your big rigs resides in the Smithsonian Institute, it must be a ride worth respecting. History, innovation, and uncountable miles delivering this country one load at a time. And if you're a trucker, you already know where I'm going. If you're not, welcome to Freightliner.
I'm at the American Truck Historical Society Nationals. That means there are going to be copious amounts of all things vintage big rig. I'm on the hunt for some of the oldest Freightliners I can find, and I know this is the place that I'm going to find them.
Michael Gully is the owner of this incredible rig, and this thing is pristine. It's like it was slingshot straight out of the 1960s.
This is one of the finest cab overs in America. I love the sound of this thing. I love this engine. I keep hearing it, and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. Yeehaw!
And the more I talk to Michael, the more I realize, I mean, this guy's not just an old school Freightliner fan. He's a Freightliner fan, period. Including one of the newest Freightliner models, the Cascadia.
Things I really like about it, the cab in particular is very driver comfortable. They've improved the dash quality. It's got a very strong, easy opening and closing door, airtight. It's aerodynamic.
You have a couple of them or what?
We're getting 6 Cascadias that are being built.
You got the Freightliner bug bad.
Like I said, I've got some new Cascadias on order, and they're going to be built at my request at the Cleveland, North Carolina plant. You ought to come down and check that plant out. I hear it's a fabulous plant.
Mike, I'm glad you said that, because that is exactly what I was thinking. As far as big rigs are concerned, Freightliner is the big dog.
This is going to be one heck of a day to see this right here become Gully Transportation's new Freightliner. Every one of these are custom built. Yep. As soon as it comes in the door, it's somebody's rig.
In this station, we put the front axles under it.
This is basically a chassis ready to rock and roll.
That's a chassis ready to roll.
So far, so good. So this is where all the cabs start, right here. That right there is so wicked. I'm like a kid. My attention span. Help me. I'm going to just stand here and behold this. This is awesome. This is like some sci-fi movie. Only really, in reality, it's for big rigs.
I felt like I just got here, and this cab is ready for the next stage.
I'm the first one riding swamper in this Gully rig, this Cascadia. Progress rolls on, and it rolls on quick around here. This looks like arteries we're gonna feed the beast, right?
These are our airlines that we actually install after it comes out of the paint booth.
This is obviously a Freightliner exclusive because most chassis they paint these lines.
Right.
Gotta be efficiency after the fact, right? You have to replace one or?
The owner of this vehicle gets this truck out on the road. He has an issue. Instead of going through and trying to decipher which airline he has the issue with, he knows by color.
We got two things going in. I've seen the engine and the fifth wheel. Two very important components in any big rig.
The heartbeat of the truck is right here. This is where it all comes together.
Here's where the dash and the firewall meet the cab. This is beginning to close up the cab totally.
Here we have the windshield put into the Gully Transport's Cascadia. Things are getting cool around here. It looks to me like there's going to be a cab coming on here.
Absolutely. The cab is currently in the monorail system.
Awesome.
It actually tracks with this chassis, and we'll marry the two together.
How cool is this right now? This is where it all comes together right now. It starts to really become a Freightliner.
These guys put a lot of time and effort into what they do, take pride in what they do.
I have a profound respect now for Freightliner, I tell you, going through this episode.
Nearly 70 years ago, a truck was built because a truck driver wanted something better. Today, I just watched an entire rig get built before my very eyes for a trucker who's been driving Freightliners since he was about 12. I'll bet you can't drive 3 minutes on the highway without seeing a Freightliner. There are hundreds of thousands of them on the road today, bringing you your stuff. Now, you're gonna have to excuse me, please, because there's an American trucker who needs his rig.
This is Detroit. We're a proud American company in a proud American city in a proud American America. We've built our reputation by building great engines, and while we'd be justified to rest our butts on the laurels of success, we'd rather kick some more butt for our customers. That's why today, we stand on the shoulders of the hard-working, smart-thinking people who came before us. We will continue their legacy of excellence by expanding our product offerings into transmissions and axles. That's right, a Detroit powertrain for you to climb aboard and ride through amber waves of grain into purple mountains majesty. Detroit now gives you more than the heart of the truck. We give you the arms, legs, and backbone to go with it. So if you demand it all, demand Detroit.
Shelter Island, San Diego, California. The starting point of the Freightliner Evolution of Efficiency Tour. It's a cross-country road test of the new 2014 Cascadia Evolution, a truck that represents the latest milestone in Freightliner's continuous pursuit of optimized fuel efficiency. A crew of engineers, technicians, and drivers prepared the trucks for the 2,492-mile journey. Precise measurements are taken: weight, tire pressure, fuel temperature, anything that can affect the test. And everything is verified by a third-party independent observer. Our mission is to capture a real-world analysis of the improvements in fuel efficiency that Freightliner trucks in Detroit have achieved with the Cascadia Evolution. The engineering crew is traveling in a state-of-the-art mobile command center. They'll monitor the trucks throughout the journey, making sure that every move is orchestrated to ensure accurate test conditions.
Okay, ignition in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
The tour begins in Southern California and travels through deserts, over mountains, through cities, and across the plains until it reaches the hills of Georgia and the Carolinas. The Cascadia Evolution is equipped with a variety of innovative aerodynamic features, including chassis side fairings and side extenders, as well as details like elliptical-shaped mirrors and an integrated antenna. Freightliner engineers have explored all possibilities to decrease wind resistance and increase airflow.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Evolution of Efficiency Tour. Henry, take us away, followed by 2615, the hauler, and 1236 in the rear.
The 2014 Cascadia Evolution is powered only by the newly designed Detroit DD15 engine, which has been engineered for enhanced performance and fuel efficiency. It features an optimized piston design to reduce friction, and the new variable speed water pump decreases load on the engine. The engine also has a next-generation amplified common rail fuel system that delivers the exact amount of fuel needed at just the right moment. This, along with the asymmetric turbocharger, helps the engine achieve optimal torque response when climbing a hill. It's clear that the Cascadia Evolution with the new Detroit DD15 engine provides the ideal combination of power and fuel efficiency.
We're going to run 55 for a minute or two here, and then we'll give you a call to head up to 62. Copy that, thank you.
The truck is also equipped with the Detroit Virtual Technician Onboard Diagnostic System. This system is designed to provide drivers and fleet managers with real-time information on engine performance, as well as vehicle location and fuel consumption.
Let's go ahead and go out. You got the ball, Jim. Run with it. Crop duster on the left-hand side. Jackson, Mississippi.
Traveling across America exposes the Cascadia Evolution to extreme variations in terrain and weather conditions. This gives the engineers a more realistic impression of how well the Cascadia Evolution will perform for customers.
Okay, take us out, Henry. Today's drive will take us up to Atlanta. After lunch, we'll proceed north to Cascadia, North Carolina, where we will wrap up our tour. We expect to achieve maximum fuel economy today. Copy that.
Eventually, the Evolution of Efficiency Tour makes it to the Carolinas. This is the perfect stretch of road to highlight predictive cruise control, a global positioning system with three-dimensional mapping of the vehicle's route. The system aids fuel economy by efficiently controlling the acceleration and deceleration of the Cascadia Evolution as it drives through the rolling hills. The Evolution of Efficiency Tour reaches the finish line in Gastonia, North Carolina. Final measurements are taken to determine the real-world fuel economy achievements of the 2014 Cascadia Evolution. The test benchmark vehicle is the EPA 2010 compliant Cascadia. After 2,492 miles, the 2014 Cascadia Evolution has achieved a 7% increase in fuel economy when compared to the benchmark model. And compared to the 2013 Cascadia with next-generation chassis fairings and 20-inch side extenders, the 2014 Cascadia Evolution achieves up to a 5% increase in fuel economy. The success of the Evolution of Efficiency Tour illustrates Freightliner's continuous commitment to providing the lowest cost of ownership to our customers. But the journey doesn't stop here. We will continue to pursue the next innovations in efficiency, from our engineering lab to the open road. We invite you to come along for the ride.
Always a crowd pleaser. Yes.
Badass.
The technology to make that thing go fast is crazy.
It's unreal.
This is badass.
Ride to the bone.
He's crazy.
would become a bit nervous.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes B. Everybody's applauding. Now I hear him.
Some noise.
Come on. Come on, Mike.
Mike Ryan.
In the number 7 Freightliner, plumes of black smoke and tire smoke. Wheels spin.
Coming out from the wheels as he comes.
Oh, yeah. That is the Mike Ryan we know and love, the showman, doing what he does best. Oh, I hear more tire squeal and black smoke, doing what he does best.
Saddle Creek is a third-party logistics company. Our headquarters is here in Lakeland, Florida, and that's where our largest fleet is based, and that's the home base of this new compressed natural gas project. Our customers are looking for a provider who can show them sustainability in everything we do. It starts in the warehouses, where we have lots of recycling programs, ways we relamp the warehouses to be as efficient as possible, and now most recently pushing over to our fleet. That commitment to sustainability, to improving the environment, to improving air quality, and finding the best ways to utilize our natural resources is just tops on our list at Saddle Creek. We're taking a big step. We're making a big investment without government assistance to purchase these new Freightliner trucks. And we think investing in this kind of technology is the right thing to do.
It's important for us to have a sustainability program to where we're impacting the environment the least amount possible while we're servicing our customers. CNG technology provides an engine that's cleaner burning, and it's better for the environment. There's no spill, there can never be a spill out of one of the tanks or out of the truck itself. The engines are quieter, so they're providing less noise into the atmosphere, or less noise will be heard by the public. CNG technology also is based on a fuel source that is domestic and has a very consistent and long-lasting supply, which is a lot of the reasons why we chose to go in this direction.
Well, it really started with the Freightliner dealer. We brought them in to sit down and talk about how to design a special truck that could be used in over-the-road freight applications. So we really wanted a solution that we could always have a consistent supply of fuel, and compressed natural gas gave us that option. So we brought our local Freightliner dealer in, we sat down at a table and said, what is it going to take to put together a unique truck that's going to be different from anything else that will work? And so far, CNG has been able to power. We just took an 80,000 pound load all the way up to Atlanta and back, and the trucks are performing very well. They can haul, do the same thing as our diesel trucks.
We chose the M2 because Freightliner demonstrated their willingness to stand behind their product. It was very easy in working with Freightliner in developing the configuration that we felt that we needed. So there was a good partnership there. Also, the drivers love the M2 performance. They're very impressed with the highway ability. It's very comparable to any other truck out on the highway. They've noted superior performance in the city from the automatic transmission. It's very maneuverable, and it has greater visibility sitting in the cab, so they very much like it.
It has a lot of power, and cab comfort and ergonomics of it is very comfortable. It's new and it's exciting. I really enjoy the Freightliner M2.
Our local Freightliner dealership has been very responsive. They've been over here several times. They've worked with us. They've participated in some of our training. They've been on site. We've had a couple of trucks that go back and they've worked on there, but they've been very responsive to work with us.
Freightliner has a whole network of dealers across the whole country. That's really important to us because we hope to take this technology much farther outside than just Lakeland, Florida.
Saddle Creek is currently implementing 40 CNG trucks into our fleet, and we are planning on expanding to 120 within the next year. So we have a substantial interest and implementation process for CNG trucks.
Saddle Creek is so committed to this new project, and the M2 is a key part of that commitment. These trucks do help us run smarter. They're lighter weight than the competitors' products, so we can put these heavier CNG tanks on, yet still haul the maximum weight possible. And that's very important. So we have a lighter truck that has great visibility, better braking power. We're very happy with this product. Freightliner has come back to us with a great commitment to stand behind these trucks in terms of our warranty and in terms of making sure they're going to be on the road at all times. And that's a tremendous commitment from Freightliner. We're very happy about that.
Hard work, that's a given. If you're not ready for the job, you don't get the job. In fact, why don't you just go get me a cup of coffee and I'll do it myself. Because the price of admission to this gig is sweat. That's our attitude at Freightliner. We build tough-as-nails trucks that work hard, dependable trucks that show up every day and don't whine or complain. Because we know you've got a business to run, deadlines to meet, and profits to make. Working hard gets you halfway there. Working smart puts you over the top. Freightliner. Work smart.
KLM is a refrigerated base carrier. We run 1,400 tractors nationwide, as well as Mexico. 1,200 of those are Freightliner. Fuel efficiency is the name of the game in our business. Everybody in the trucking business knows it's a penny's business. Every tenth of a mile per gallon for our fleet is big money. 4/10 of a gallon in our fleet is about $6 million a year, so it means a lot. One of the things that we're very excited about with the Cascadia Evolution is it's taken a very good platform that is proven within our organization, has very high driver satisfaction, and they've improved on that platform to bring fuel mileage up to a higher level. You know, whether it be the DD15 that we've been very happy with the performance of, as well as the cab of the tractor with driver satisfaction, we've really taken that platform to a new level, and I think the Evolution does that.
I love driving this truck. This truck gets 8.5 miles per gallon. I don't have to fill up as much. The further you can go, the more money you can make.
The DD15 Evolution, the engine doesn't take up as much space. It's easier to access. The mechanic can get to stuff a lot easier than they could before. On top of that, when they do get to those things, there's less components in there. It's friendly from a mechanic perspective. It's a stable engine that was stable before and it's still stable for us. And then clearly, the Cascadia Evolution truck, the MPG is head and shoulders above what we were getting before. We're 3 to 5/10 of a mile per gallon better with our MPG with the Evolution DD15 than we were with the traditional DD15. So lots of good things going on with that engine.
In our business, reliability is the most important thing that we look for from a truck vendor. It's important that the equipment we purchase is able to stay on the road, run miles, keep drivers busy, and keep them rolling down the road. It's very important that we have a partner that is just as concerned about keeping the trucks on the road, keeping them out of the shops, and keeping them running miles. Freightliner does a great job with that. Their service network, our local dealer, they're all very involved in making sure that KLM stays on the road running miles.
I've been driving Freightliners for KLM the whole time. The Freightliner Evolution, I like them. It handles well. It's very comfortable. They're good trucks.
There's times that a truck needs service or repairs on the road. So every new piece of equipment we bought this year and every piece of equipment we buy from this point on has the virtual technician option built into it. It's a great product. If I have a truck that the check engine light goes on over the road, I'm getting an email before, in most cases, the driver ever picked up the phone and calls me. And that email tells me what is the fault code, here's the parts I'm going to need to fix that particular problem. Is it a critical problem, or is it something you can wait and get the next time you're at a truck stop or something? And then lastly, where are the Freightliner dealers around here that can work on this? They're answering all the questions that I need answered without me having to do the digging on my own. That's what separates Freightliner from everybody else. They've got, in my opinion, the absolute strongest support network and service network out there.
We purchase Freightliner equipment, but we also finance that through Daimler Truck Financial. They've been a great partner to us over the years to help us finance our equipment, and it's just been an all-around one-stop shop, and it's been a great experience.
We would not be buying Freightliner equipment if we weren't absolutely thrilled with it.
We have always been very successful with the Freightliner product, has very high levels of driver satisfaction, and we feel like that will continue to happen. The Evolution even gives us a better platform to do that. Freightliner has been a great supporter for our company, a great vendor, and a great partner.
Hi.
Today we're out here with our next generation of Cascadia Evolution with additional enhancements. It has the newly designed Detroit DD15 engine and aero enhancements on both the tractor and trailer to demonstrate high fuel efficiency on a closed track under controlled conditions. Our vehicle here today has wide base tires on all of its axles. It's a 6x2 configuration, so we have one driven axle. The efficiency we're looking to obtain at the weight we're testing, which is 76,000 pounds, should be in the 10 mile per gallon range. This is kind of a unique measurement for fuel economy in a test environment. We typically don't do this type of thing, but we want to demonstrate to our customers hauling this type of load what type of fuel mileage they should expect to see.
What's the tire pressure? 120. We provide qualified contract personnel in order to verify that what they're doing is accurate and in line with industry protocols. We're a third-party independent tester, validation, making sure they're measuring everything they say they're measuring in the manner they say they're measuring it.
Today here at the Proving Grounds, we brought our command center trailer, which allows our engineers and our test technicians a home to basically watch the performance of the vehicle as it's moving around the track. Allows us to see how the engine's performing as well as vehicle side performance. It also allows us to look at our remote weather stations and see how wind conditions are, what the temperatures are, what the road surface temperature is. With this Cascadia Evolution here today, we expect to see about 10 miles per gallon on this track at 76,000 pounds GVW. With the technology here, the engine, the transmission, the aerodynamics, we think we can demonstrate that.
I'm John Forrest, NHRA 15-time funny car champion. When I was young growing up and getting into the trucking business and raising a family, I've driven every kind of 18-wheeler out there. So I know my trucks. And right here behind me, the Freightliner Cascadia, I love. I still got my Class 1 driver's license and I still truck that interstate with the guys. But I want to clarify something. Now that I'm racing and winning all these championships, safety's priority. You got race cars that run over 300 miles an hour. They make 4 to 5 Gs, like the space shuttle at takeoff. They go down that racetrack in less than 4 seconds. Safety is what John Forrest Racing is all about. So why wouldn't it make sense that if we're gonna protect our drivers and everyone around us out there on the racetrack, that when we're out on the interstate, why we wouldn't want all the safety features in a great truck, and that truck being Freightliner Cascadia.
Hi, I'm Andy Bissett, car chief for John Forrest Racing, and I'm now driving one of our new Freightliner Cascadias. We have multiple dash gauges on our new Cascadias. We do a lot of long distance running in very hot weather during the summertime, and being able to keep track of all the different drive axle temperatures, transmission temperatures, and all the air levels is really useful to us so that we can catch a problem before it damages a particularly expensive trailer and race car.
Front and rear disc brakes, very important, just like on a race car.
Carrying all the racing equipment that we do and tools, our trucks are typically loaded close to the 80,000 pound limit. So having full disc brakes all around on the tractor really helps us to be able to slow down in an emergency and also to keep control going down a lot of the steep grades. Our shop is located in Indianapolis, but we'll do typically winter testing in Florida, which can often involve driving through the snow and the ice. Having ABS and traction control on one of these trucks is a lifesaver.
Airbag restraint systems. We don't even have this type of technology in our race car. And God forbid anything ever went wrong, the driver would be protected.
Our new Cascadias are equipped with adaptive cruise control, which is coming really useful for us. We tend to run in convoy a lot, and it really helps us to maintain a suitable distance between us and the truck in front of ourselves when following them for literally hours on end. The enhanced stability control on our new Freightliners is something that we really like.
You're going around a corner and you're going too fast. It takes over and it sets the brakes on only one side of the trailer to allow it to slow down. This is unbelievable technology.
Our trucks are painted with all the sponsors' logos and race cars on the side, and a lot of people will try to take our picture while we're going down the road. The lane guidance system helps us to concentrate on staying in our own lane and avoid a potential accident.
Something else that I love, hands-free cell phone usage, right at your fingertips.
Being in touch with your family and being able to talk on the phone whilst driving the truck legally is something that we really appreciate, and the quality is excellent.
I've driven a lot of different brands over the years. My job is to get to the racetrack on time so we can win championships and take care of those sponsors. And my relationship with Freightliner goes beyond the cab of the truck. It's service and the way that you're treated. They know the job that has to be done, whether you're a drag racing team or you're hauling produce across the country. I wouldn't put you in anything that I didn't believe in, because safety is everything, not only for your driver and your shipment that you're moving across the country, but for everybody on that interstate around you. And you can count on Freightliner Cascadia.
The challenge that drivers face in the industry today as it relates to fitness is really accessibility and convenience.
There are no physical fitness centers in the truck stops, so you're on your own to do what you need to do.
I think the largest challenge for drivers is just the driver themselves. They've got to make a definitive choice to get out there and get their health going.
Freightliner, with our fitness truck concept, we've provided attachment points in our sleeper cab, so you can attach elastic bands to those attachment points to get some basic exercises in while they're in the comfort and convenience of the sleeper cab.
We sit 10, 12 hours a day doing nothing, so as long as you have something to do, that help us get healthier, because Lord knows that's a difficult problem out here.
Just like preventive maintenance for the rig that they're very well trained and schooled on, what Freightliner is now doing is bringing it one step further. We not only want to show you how to preventative take care of your rig, but we're going to show you how to be preventative and take care of the wellness of you.
At the end of your long day, whatever stresses you've been through, that you can have this release of stress. You have that opportunity to burn your fat that you accumulated sitting all day.
My encouragement to drivers out there is lose the weight and get healthy, because your families need you, and we need you out here in the trucking industry.
If we don't have you well, you cannot drive a well-maintained rig. You have to take care of yourself first, and that's what Freightliner is bringing to this.
What we're trying to do is enable them to achieve a better lifestyle and better health for themselves and for their careers, and better safety on the road.
If this would have happened 30 years ago, you'd have a lot more healthier truck drivers out there today. This is something that's been needed for a long time.
Their slogan is perfect, because when you run Freightliner, you run smart, and running smart is taking care of not only your rig, but also your own personal health.
Alaska West hauls a variety of loads, everywhere from chemical in bulk tanks to ISO containers, dry bulk, flatbed freight, tubulars, low bed freight, anything needs hauled, we'll move it. We are a 100% Freightliner fleet, best suspension out there, they got the best frames out there. The technology, I believe, is second to none. Casey King is an independent contractor, been working for Alaska West, I believe, for about 12, 14 years.
The things I like about trucking up here in Alaska is there's a lot at stake. You know, there's not a rest area every 5 miles, and there's not a big truck stop to pull into. You know, you're kind of on your own. You have to have good equipment to take care of, you know, in the cold weather. I'm based out of Fairbanks, Alaska, and pretty much all the work I do is based from Fairbanks to Prudhoe Bay, to the oil fields, and it's pretty remote. You know, extreme temperatures, extreme road conditions. You know, just overall hard on the equipment.
There could be a 50-degree temperature change at any given spot on the road, which causes its own problems in road conditions. We've got grades up to 12, 14%. It's a pretty tough environment.
The Dalton Highway it's very grueling on equipment and on drivers. You have to be equipped. You know, I carry survival gear in the truck for wintertime. If this truck quits me, I have to be able to take care of myself, because you'll freeze. The summertime is just as bad. The summertime, you know, the road gets so rutted up and muddy and potholes and washouts and stuff. You know, you spend a lot of time driving 25, 30 miles an hour because that's all the faster you can stand to go without destroying the equipment. I've had other brands of trucks. I've never owned a Freightliner before, and I was after a complete change. I wanted to try the Detroit Power. The 122 SD has been a great truck. This is my first Freightliner. This is a severe duty model. This truck has a DD16 Detroit, 600 horsepower, 2050 torque. Overall, I'm real pleased with it. I've been very happy with it. I've been exceptionally happy with the Detroit. I've had some real heavy loads on this truck in the short period of time I've had it, and it does a good job. The fuel mileage out of this Detroit is incredible. This load today is a barge. It's called the Alleganic. It was used for seismic work. The gross vehicle weight of this load here is 175,000 pounds. Our regular, normal freight load is 114,000 pounds gross. This truck rides and handles great. It steers good. You know, you don't get any chatter through the steering wheel in the rough road, which in turn makes your hands, you know, go numb. The rear suspension packs really good loads, and it rides good. The visibility is great out of this truck. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing as much as you do see out of this cab. Very quiet, and it's comfortable, it's warm, very happy with it.
We will take care of all Casey King's warranty work here for him. We'll take care of any maintenance he would like us to do here. We support our independence 100%.
The customer service based here, especially because we're such a small community for what we do, getting parts, getting maintenance done on the truck has been very easy.
Freightliner tractors for us are easily maintained, and when they leave here, they get back. We don't have to worry about them.
This truck has been more cost effective to operate from the fuel mileage standpoint, and for two, matching a truck to a fleet of trucks that you're working for, the parts are a lot more at hand. It's been nice that way, especially in Alaska where you have to order stuff all the time.
When we get done with a truck, after 500,000 miles, people are wanting them. So this says a lot about what we do and what the product is.
The service after the sale has been second to none. Am I happy to buy a Freightliner? Absolutely. It's a big change for me compared to previous equipment that I've owned, and I'm very happy with it. Looking forward to the future. I enjoy driving, I enjoy running up here, and I enjoy doing this heavy haul work and more specialized type stuff like this, and I'm sure we'll see what the next Freightliner brings.
In any business relationship in today's world, you need to have an intimate understanding of your customer.
Our customers want to talk to somebody who understands trucks.
You can't put a price on experience.
There's a lot of nuances when it comes to the trucking industry that you have to be up to speed with.
Running up and down the road, you know, an 80,000-pound truck, 100,000 miles a year. Banks don't understand that, and our Daimler folks do.
They make doing business very, very simple.
They've always been my number one. I mean, they know trucks.
DTF is a complete package of both the equipment and the financing.
You got trucks out there that haul produce, you got trucks out there that haul freight. We have to look at every application and every customer and see what their needs are.
You got to be flexible.
Shorter term, longer term, skip payments, seasonal payments.
We got to be the best at everything we do, and the best tomorrow is a higher standard than it was yesterday.
We have over 200 dedicated professionals who understand commercial vehicles and strive to deliver the best finance solutions.
Partner means you go through thick and thin with those guys.
In close lockstep.
It is financing that works for us.
Financing that works for you. It's not just a promise for a distant future, it's a reflection of what they do already today.
When our truck drivers get to the track, their work is just starting. That's why at RCR, we choose to run the Freightliner Coronado. It's comfortable and reliable and lets our drivers show up ready to work.
We rely on Freightliners to get our equipment to the track each and every race. Our Freightliner Coronados win the first race of the weekend, the race to the track.
Hey, I'm Denny Hamlin, driver of the number 11 FedEx Toyota. And my winning car is brought to the track every week by a Freightliner Coronado. I wouldn't trust any other truck to haul my equipment to the track.
You're gonna sit here and ask me if I can find something bad about it. You're gonna be waiting for a while. Plenty of power, nice and smooth, nice and quiet. That's a big thing we have over last year's truck. The interior is super insulated, very quiet. It's like driving a passenger car.
Whew. These heavy-duty trucks are getting better and better all the time. Everybody used to say they don't build trucks like they used to, and I'm kind of glad they don't, to tell you the truth.
The comfort is unmatched, I think. There isn't hardly any noise at Detroit. There isn't. You don't get any road noise. Super singles are wonderful, beautiful ride.
I like the engine. I had a couple guys back home that went and got some Freightliners that had the DD15s in them, and they said they would probably never go back. Now that we're in them, they pull excellent going up the hills. You can set the cruise and they roll down the road.
When you have as many vehicles crisscrossing the country like we do, keeping a watch on them or awareness of where they are and at all times is a big advantage when you have that much assets and value going across the road. So the virtual technician programs allowed us to keep a visual location and awareness of where the trucks are at any given time. It assists with just simple scheduling, but as well as when we have a blown trailer tire, etc., in the middle of the night, it gives us the help of locating the vehicle and being efficiencies and getting service to it.
At Hendrick Motorsports, we pride ourselves on being the best. That's why our cars and equipment only travel in the best. The Freightliner Coronado.
As an organization that strives to win championships, we count on our Freightliner trucks to deliver our equipment to the track and keep us in a position to win.
Fuel mileage, power, it's all there. It's a complete package. And with Freightliner, we run smarter.
With Freightliner, we run smart.
With Freightliner, we run smart.
Leading the evolution means accepting new ideas, urging people to innovate, and bringing those ideas forward for development.
The Freightliner focus sets us apart from our competition. We are the efficient machine that translates into best fuel economy, lowest total cost of ownership for our customers.
We attract the people who are interested in getting the most out of their vehicle. We understand that in the design team and want to produce vehicles that are aerodynamic and efficient for the customer so he can get the most value out of his dollar. Every product that we do starts with a small sketch.
It's all about evolving a product. We evaluate every idea and we pick the ones that work and then develop those into realities.
Early in the design phase, the design group will present a concept. We then take the design, conduct an early fuel consumption test on it to see how it performs.
We start with computer evaluations called computational fluid dynamics. We have our truck models fully digitized and we simulate airflow around the trucks. We can measure drag that develops over every part of the vehicle, and we use that information to develop the shapes and optimize them to improve aerodynamics.
We're the only OEM in North America that has our own dedicated wind tunnel. It gives us a huge advantage. When we develop our aerodynamic packages, we go to great lengths to ensure that they're going to deliver the fuel efficiency our customer will see.
With the Cascadia Evolution package, lots of little things add up to a really big impact in improved aerodynamics.
Some of the things we came up with were sealing the bumper to hood gap, developing a bullnose under the bumper that directs the high-speed airflow away from the chassis components. We developed new airfoil-shaped mirror shells to help direct the flow around the mirrors.
It starts with the improved chassis side fairings. We also added 20-inch side extenders to close the gap between the cab and the trailer. We have new rocker panels that are the panels that interface between the cab and those chassis side fairings the whole length of the cab. We have wheel covers that allow the air to flow over the wheels. It's really good aerodynamic improvement. It's just a fact of life that out in the truck market today, fuel economy is at the forefront of what our fleets are trying to achieve. Owning our own wind tunnel makes a statement out there that we have a commitment to aerodynamics and a commitment to fuel efficiency.
The fuel consumption test and analysis group within the test engineering group here at Daimler Trucks North America continually optimizes the fuel efficiency of our product. We've conducted multiple tests at Cascadia Evolution. When the Evolution aerodynamics is combined with the current DD15 AT engine, we see upwards of 5 to 7% gain in fuel economy.
Some preliminary results we've seen from customers, we're seeing dramatically better fuel economy.
We've developed a process here that emulates what goes on once our trucks leave the plants, and we get that data back from our customers and their data matches ours, and we feel great about that. We know we're doing the right thing.
Leading the evolution means developing and evolving our products to make sure our products are the best.
Leading the evolution means being the market leader in fuel efficiency and aerodynamics.
Leading the evolution is building upon our past, building our current products, continuing to make them better and keep them out in the forefront of the industry, evolving into the ultimate efficient machine.